Ayo! Hello. Welcome back, everyone, to the Akashic Records. Hi! Hey, yo! It is so nice to see you guys. I've been, oh, cool. You got a watch streak. Those are actually a thing. I kind of like heard that they were a thing, but I didn't really believe it, to be honest. Yeah. So hey, how's it going? I'm super weird in the head. I'm like really dissociated, and my head's all weird. I have a headache. I think I'm hungry. So I'm, just in shambles. Typical days Valkyrie, I guess. And I haven't been able to figure out what I want to do today. I just kind of, it's been a while since I streamed as Valkyrie, so I wanted to be here. And I don't know. Like, I'm kind of thinking maybe I could do a little bit of writing with you guys. Or maybe just say fuck it and play Great Villainess. Because, like, I could play Resident Evil 9, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not in the mood for that. I'm not sure. I was hoping to get more input, but it doesn't look like everybody's here yet. No shambles. No shambles. I'm trying to de-shamble myself. I forgot to fill up my water. I also forgot to fill up my water. Well, I ate some. Just wasn't much. I forgot something. I don't remember what it is. I am like not all there at the moment. What did I forget? What the fuck was it? That's bothering me. Anyway, yeah, I was just wondering about maybe doing a writing stream because I have like a lot to catch up on for my tabletop game. A lot of writing stuff that I have to do. I forgot self-care. I forgot to moisturize and tone my face and stuff. That's what I forgot. I'm a mess. I am a mess. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking out there. I'm sorry. I'm kind of thinking I might go with Great Villainess and just kind of get that going right away. I'll find. I'll be able to stall another week on the main story in Galaxial, right? I can do that because I know that Immortal is going to try and rope me into playing Marathon tomorrow, and that'll probably be all I do until I actually run game. So like, I don't know. Wouldn't be bad to let Ishtar have the limelight sometime, actually. But we don't actually know what would be good for her to stream. It's gonna be slice of life. Yes. Then you won't have to worry about stalling. You're maybe right, actually. Everybody might just completely fill their time with like random casual cozy shit they want to do. And then it won't be able to get you guys out of the records. That'd be a nice feeling. Got a proposal plan. You're gonna do that while you're at the records? Actually, pretty good place for it, isn't it? I know, I'll stream Rabbit and Steel. Never played this single player, I have no idea how it would go. And Rizu's not here because she's asleep. And I've got to get your blessing too. Not me, the fictional Valkyr. Not the real me. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna play Great Villainess. I think that sounds like a decent deal. You're the same. Am I though? Am I though? That Valkyrie like has a different voice and she's a lot cuter than me. Both cute, but smart. I don't know. Alright. I don't remember. It's supposed to be. Hey. What the heck?
Lizard.
I will say I'm kind of open. I'm open to changing gears whenever I'm not really devoted to anything. How the fuck do I play this game again? Jeez. It's been so long. Right. So if I remember correctly, we did a little bit of level grinding. We did a little bit of level grinding on the side while I was offline. Oh god. What the fuck? Hello? Why? What is going on? What the fuck is... What? Oh, and now I'm fine. What just happened? What just happened? Why did my YouTube studio just lose all its fucking frames? What? And there it is again. I'm so confused. No time to... Do I? It's just... Oh! And there we go, I'm fine. Okay. I'm just crazy, I guess. Cool. Anyway, yeah, I was doing a little bit of level grinding. And... It's kinda looking... It's not quiet, do I? What do you mean? How about now? Oh, yeah, there we go. Might be a little too loud. Much better. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. There we go. Trying to keep it relatively balanced, because you know how much I like to raise my voice. Cool. Back to Slumber Egg. you just popped in. Ah! You missed this theme? Oh yes, the music. We can hear the sonorous war cry of the tiny hamster. Ah! 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 Okay, so I think I want to send the dynamic duo after Sancho. And then we can probably... Oh my god, yeah, because Scarlet and Lily are insane now. And that's a bit of an oopsie on my part, because the way that everybody leveled was a little asymmetrical. With Scarlet and Lily just soaking up all the EXP. So I'm gonna try move you guys here. Move you to... Well, you know what? We're just gonna push you. Get fucked. The game's loud. Ginger ale, lemonade, and vodka is a powerful combo. I'll stick with my ginger tea, thank you. There's some person. Oh shit! Right, no! Oh, I just screwed myself. Because yeah, now Scarlet is just sitting over there like an idiot. That's kind of obnoxious, if I'm being honest. That's kind of like, really? Why? Go for whipped cream, vodka, and Sunny D. My god. What are you guys, college students? Alright, this is... Ugh. This is all kinds of awful. You know what? Maybe I'll stall actually. It's all over there, I guess. Oh shit. Oh, Lily's kind of in for it. Ooh! Okay. This is why I didn't want to separate them. This is why I really didn't want to separate them. I might just rewind and redo this. Why did you? Because the game forced me to. I didn't want to, but the game was like, haha, you know, it'd be funny. How could you do that? I didn't do it! Stop rage baiting me! You know what? Oh, I can't leave. Can't leave. I have to... So obnoxious. Oh, and I'm gonna... I don't want to sit through this. Fine, just delegate it. Just let me get my... Oh, annoying. Okay, what did I do this again? I think just shot. And then him down. And then I'll be able to finish off the last one, fox hunting. Cool. There we go. Yeah, I find trying to position multiple characters to be really tedious. I know what to do here, though. Get Scarlet over here. We're gonna have to do something a little funky, a little weird, a little strange. Can I stop? Oh, Rebecca, you useless ass bitch. I'm gonna put you in the middle here. That's how I feel in my late civ games when I got like 20 cities. Yeah. It's just like if you have two characters that are separated, you have to take and like you want to move them to the same spot. You have to take around like 3 turns to just get them to like move to the same place together. It's like really annoying. Once you get them separated, it's just hard to put them back together. Oops, oh my god, I fucked up. Wait, can I? Can I? No, I'm just. Okay, Okay, sense. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad they're cute. Fox of Majestic Valkyrie. Yes. So majestic. That's the thing you did. Oh god, we didn't even kill them in one turn. In one combat. Have against soldiers again. Come on, Mr. Twink. Heal your top. Oh, buddy, you're gonna need some healing too. Shit. But it was just so much screaming. I know, right? It's a lot of aggressive, manly noises. Till it's Scarlet and Lily, and then it's just aggressive girl noises. Ugh. Music to my ears. Aggressive girl noises. That's the name of my indie band. I love that band. I know, right? Isn't it great? They're really going for a nice refined sound. Dude, that's weird. I think there's like so many set pieces on the map that it's like confusing my PC or some shit. Anyway, I fucked up, which is really annoying because now I have to like I didn't get these two into being a unit, which means now I have to wait another entire turn to. You know what? You know what? You know what? Can I just maybe do this? Got the McFuck sandwich. Yep. No, I need to go back further. Okay. I didn't want to be here. Right. Well, if this is the best I can do, then can I stall over here? I can only stall one of them, but that'll take a little bit of pain off of Lily, so that's fine, I guess. Fuck it. You're only getting attacked once, we can delegate it. This is another story, however. Did I drink my tea yet? Oh, fuck, it got cold. God damn it. Oh, my tea is cold. Oops, that was the wrong button. Lane handled this game a lot better than I am. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's still like slightly warm, but it's, you know, it's not hot tea anymore. These three. These three are kind of tough. Rub the cup between your hands really fast, but then I'll set my hands on fire. Haven't you taken Chemistry 101? Okay, here's the maneuver that I was gonna do before. Price you pay for hot tea. I was gonna move them both back. Rebecca here. Put the boys over here. And then... Customers go in trying to watch Valky. I know, right? Stupid work. Someone that picks and bites their nails a lot, finding good flavored toothpicks is a game changer. I'm trying to do gum to keep myself from biting my lips. Not really working. Toothpicks won't work either, but, you know. The thought that counts. I have to try. Just something so nice about lips. That sounds weird. Like, no. Cover your lips in Flex Seal. Ugh. That's, you know, a lot of damage. Where did he has an attack skill that isn't an EX skill? Is that the thing? What thing? What? Oh, that's a lot of damage. I don't know why that made me think of Miku. Last night she made like a flex deal meme comment. Speaking of Miku, hey, speaking of Miku. Hello, Miku, my darling. Do you think it is possible you can convince me to play Resident Evil today? Because I'm not really sure. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'm in the mood, but like, what if I am? I don't know. It's like I'm a little all over the place. I think I want to do multiple things today. And hello, Immortal! I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad to see everybody. My God. I was thinking I need to start doing streams earlier because of daylight savings, but maybe I need to push them back a little later. At least on Fridays. That actually might be that might be a pretty good idea. Still waiting for the heart of the machine. You'll get it. You'll get it. Lizzie just hasn't been fronting. Fuck, we were Lizzie's sneaky. Lizzie is so fucking sneaky. So we were planning on soft dedicating this week to her, or at least dedicating the next few days, and somehow she made it about me. Somehow she just kind of slipped under the radar. I saw Lizzie earlier in the week via Steam. Yeah, but she just fucking disappeared. She does that. Oh my God. You hear that, Lizzie? You hear that? This was supposed to be your week, God damn it! Why am I streaming? I mean, I enjoy it. It's been a while, and I was getting a little sad with not fronting very much. But are we allowed to attempt summoning? Fuck it, try. Fuck it, try it. See what happens. Lizard. I don't know. It might work.
Lizard.
You hear that, Lizzie? You hear that, Lizzie? We're looking for you. You're seeking the lizard. What are the summoning materials?
Lizard.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Lizard. Lizard.
Like
Lizard.
hot coffee, like a nice latte. Plushies.
Lizard.
The lizard button.
Lizard.
Yeah, I would love to, as like maybe a writing exercise,
Lizard.
to like figure out what all the summoning materials are for each of the council members.
Lizard.
Oh right, I
Lizard.
forgot to mention the other
Lizard.
half of this special maneuver of mine. Get fucked.
Lizard.
Lizzie still hasn't seen the actual building sections of Heart of the Machine. Yeah, she's like, what's the major twist I'm waiting to get us about? Yeah, she like hasn't even finished the tutorial.
Lizard.
My foot's bleeding.
Lizard.
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 My ankle is bleeding. I cut myself on accident.
Lizard.
That's an oops. Oops. What'd you do? I did a dumb. I had. Did you get a bit? God, it's fine. It's like a tiny scratch. I just accidentally opened. I just accidentally opened a little scratch on my ankle. It's like not a big deal. Seriously, it's fine. I promise I'm gonna be okay. Oh, don't you give me that face. Don't you give me that. worried about this. I will give you the face. Ow! Ow! Cease the facing! So, okay, wait, I know Lizzie likes cats. Notice to encounter. Yeah, we did just a little bit of off-stream level grinding. What was... She likes cats. She likes soft things. She's a really soft person, despite how kind of like aggro and, you know, tough she comes off as. She's not as soft as Saloon, but she's kind of like she's you know the she's super tough bodyguard that wants to be pampered, you know. Rebecca's the weirdest. Those booba, I know, right? God, they're massive. I have black cat-shaped coffee mug that I can make a latte in with a long cat body plushie. You know, don't get me wrong. I could be wrong about all this shit. It really depends on her. She talks about herself the least. She wants people to know about her the least. She's super private and super... Like I said, we were trying to like spend some time with her and get to know her and her interests and stuff, and she just fucking hid from us. She's so sneaky. So sneaky. That's definitely cool. Pastries. She does like pastries, which I found kind of surprising because the rest of it, because you know the body in general not too big on sweets, but she likes a couple nice donuts in the morning. We must figure out the summoning ritual so you can do it and surprise her with stream one day. What? That sounds so rude. I love it. Oh, that's so close to our level. That ain't right. Lizard is wanted. He is. And she needs to be reminded that there are lots of people who really like her, and she's super soothing to like watch stream. Yeah, what's up? Oh, he's attacking us? Wait, he's attacking us? The game is loud. I turned it down and it's so loud. What is each simulacra's favorite scent? Like perfume or candle smell? Ooh, that's an interesting one. Of course, he is even no protective brother. You got a point. He's got a sister complex. I just don't want to accidentally kill him, you know? Oh, come on. Oh, I love you. I want to hug you and pat you on the head. Also, I'd like to beat the autism allegations.
本当にやかましいなあんた。ツッコミが足りないんだよこっちは。
Yeah, what the fuck? Why is the game so loud? The game is loud. The game is loud, and it's fucking with my, like, VRAM. I guess.
ダメだ。スカーレット様、いいからあの人とっとと捕まえよう。
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking real weird.
手加減できたらの話だな。
教育に悪いっつってんだろ。
死んでも文句は言うのよ。
Okay, so yeah. He's a soldier using a heavy attack against everybody.
君らの出る幕じゃない。
What the fuck? What the fuck? Whoa! He just... There are so many things wrong with what just happened. For one, he attacked first. For two, Lily wasn't at full health. Let's be honest. But at fucking 4 times speed, he basically one-shot Lily. What the hell? What the hell? That was... Ugh. Anyway. Outdated tactics should be outdated troops. He's a startling infantryman indeed. I have no words, for once. What's the idea of a gun? What's the idea behind a gun that's too stiff to actually draw? It certainly is unusual. I wonder what the reasoning is. Whatever. If they're just gonna defend and strike, we'll keep things simple. The surroundings are a mess too. Cleaning up the area would help. His attack isn't merely defensive. It packs a punch. How do we counter it? I was reading Jezzy's chat. We'll watch Sanjay's next moves and guard when we have to. I've got my skill, so our turns come faster than his, so that should work quite well. If we don't get him the first time, the second's fine too. Though his propensity to target you is another problem. When that happens, we'll just pop back in here. I would imagine that such a straightforward soldier would be... fucking... yeah. And we can't... I think we might have to go back further than this, but... I'm gonna go back here and see if there's fucking anything we can do. Yeah, we can't stall. And on enemy turn, he's gonna attack us. Man, this sucks. This sucks eggs. Okay. We can't do anything on this turn anyway. We have to back up. I just noticed Scarlet showing up her thigh in her sprite. Yeah, she is. Ain't it nice? Oh god, we're all the way back here! Okay. So... oh, right, this airship phase, so we can't do anything. I'm gonna put the airship there. Him attacking first really complicates things. I liked when we were able to just kind of decide when it was time to take that combat. Ooh, Mayo.
いいかここから先へは行かせん先へは行かせん
I think we can all agree that Scarlet is ridiculously hot. I fucking love the Villainess. Villainess is... It's just something I'm out of.
さてどこから片付け攻撃は歓喜で狙う
私の姿は安くないんだよ。打ち込んでやりな。いい腕してるじゃないよ。報告。慌てさせてやれ。攻撃は歓喜。当たると痛いよ。
Oh, nice.
いい訓練になったな
That worked out. Yeah, and this has to be a 2. We have to put 2 people in on this. I'm gonna see what happens though if we have Rebecca jump on this grenade. I hate to keep asking whether is there no way to turn the baselines down?
頑張りますね
Not that I can tell. I feel like there might be something in the main menu.
よう狙って正面
I wish I knew why the game was so fucking
うま
loud.
くいったな
Okay. Let's do a quick set. I like what happened to this game? Yeah, it is. It's a bit overstimulating. Okay. Down. Yeah, we can... Fuck it. I'm turning everything down. I'm turning everything way down. And then setting my game audio settings back to normal. Because I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it has something to do with that weird update that happened with Green Deck. How dare you get stimulated? Okay, that could be a lot better. Maybe a little too quiet. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. Seems better. Seems normal, more or less. Okay, I don't want to set up the... I don't want to separate the Scarlet Lily duo again. So I'm going to see what happens when we do this. Okay. We're going to run out of battery. Ugh. Because I really don't want to have to take that point back. I still support Scarlet, though. So, let's see. Is Sanjay gonna attack... I want to see if Sanjay is gonna attack Rebecca, in which case... That will actually help us out a lot. Is that better or is that the same? I wasn't looking at the waveforms. What the fuck? Why is it so loud? I messed that up. Whatever. Oh no. Okay, so he only attacks himself if I guess if Lily's in there. Can we maybe take advantage of that? Play better, but yeah, the voice is still like, I don't know. Oh my god, the fact that you can't pause between combats like in a turn resolution is a little obnoxious. This game's kind of getting on my nerves right now. Kind of getting a little bit on my nerves.
Back up は任せろ。
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm just gonna delegate this. Oh god, I got. Oh shit, Sanjay really is attacking. Well, I wonder if this will have the effect that I hope it will. Sorry, Becca. Sorry, Becca. Oh, damn. Just moved his random lackey over there. Instead of moving over himself. Shit. I'm not sure what to do with this. Okay, wait. Nope, 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 nope. Back to the menu. Bring that shit down even further. Turn down the actual volume slightly, and then the voices even further. Stupid. Stupid and dumb. So it's gotta be under control after that, right? Right? I don't honestly know what to do. Because the airship's gonna run out of steam. Like, on this next turn. So we can't. I don't think we can like do a combat with him and not resolve it somehow. So like, seriously, what is this game doing to my PC? So like, I guess we'll have to let them take this point. Then what do I do? Do I just... Am I gonna have to do the thing that I really hate doing? Okay, I feel like I've got a galaxy brain idea here. I'm gonna move just Scarlet. Airship's gonna run out of juice, but it's gonna restore back to 3 on the next turn, I think? Because I think that's how that works. And then Scarlet is going to kick some absolute ass.
死んでも文句は言うな。大地
Not as much ass kicking as I would like. Okay, she... Okay, Do you guys just have like a secret debuff when you're separated or something? Is there just like a debuff to all of your stats if you aren't a single unit, the two of you? Because what the fuck is going on here? She's gonna die if I don't defend. Oh, right. They were buffing. Oh, fuck. Oh my god! Oh my god!
死んでも文句は言うなよ。自由は天井にある。
You guys know what's gonna happen, right?
駆け抜けろ。
ここから先へは行かせん。
大地に鳴らせ。暴れてるね。
Oh wow, she actually survived. Holy shit. I'm not in the mood for this game. I'm just not. Does anybody have any other ideas? Game's just getting on my nerves. Sucker for Love. That'd be pretty good. Resident Evil was brought up. That too. Resident Evil. Sucker for Love. I could try Heart of the Machine, but I don't know if I'd enjoy it. It might be a little too slow for my liking. Can't I do a poll? I don't know how to do polls. I don't think I can be bothered to do it. Never. Never. I don't know if I have enough time in the stream to like do that in one go though. And I wanna finish it all at once since we're like we just need like 3 hours basically to finish it. Hey Kodiak, how's it going? If I was to play Sucker for Love, the good one, the new Resident Evil, or like Heart of the Machine, what would you guys say? Hi, oh my god, I heard Warhammer. Yes! Okay, so I was here. We're not allowed to play any horror games anymore. But Heart of the Machine is sort of Lizzie's game. It is. It sort of is. Wait, what? We're trying to decide on what to play next because me and Great Villainess had a little bit of a falling out. Also, there is a specific point when multiple game files for each Stardust will make a lot of sense. What? Like for Heart of the Machine? I don't want to spoil more. But you mean for Heart of the Machine, right? I can't comprehend how that would. But there is a point where it might actually be a benefit you being a system. What? That's wild. I don't know what to make of that. You know, there is always the possibility that now I've got you guys hostage, guys held hostage, I just start writing. I was just like, Valky hasn't been into a lot of games recently. And I definitely don't want to stream Enfield because that would just be me tearing my hair out over my factory and exposing you guys to some very cursed factory stuff. Sorry, what factory? Enfield? In Arknights? Arknights Enfield has a factory system. It's like kind of the soul of the game, honestly. Which means it's like really important. But now I'm interested. No, I don't want you to make fun of my factory shit because I know you're gonna make fun of me. I know if you're gonna make fun of me, it's gonna be really mean for no reason. Going back to Kanye's factories out of principle. Well, I didn't say I was gonna play it. Ah! I've been egged. The egg has me. I don't care much about the factory that much. I guess also yes, this is Gremlin music, isn't it? Wasn't this like weirdly controversial for some reason? I don't remember. There was something stupid about this song. Maybe it was a different one. No, Heart of the Machine has an update. Do I even have a game category? Wait, what? Wait, do I not actually have a game category on our Steam? Oh, I could play Look Outside. I mean, is that gonna creep anybody out? I got mine set up and forgot about it weeks ago. Yeah, I'm currently trying to like catch up on a lot of deficits. I don't know, anytime Miku isn't portrayed as a pure idol, the weirdos crawl out of the dark holes. That's fucking true. Even when they make completely new characters that just use Miku as a voice. Man, I've been weird today. I've been really dissociated. Kind of a mess. I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream. I'm just realizing. And that's kind of like what I mean. It's like Lizzie is so dedicated to hiding that she's taking us all down with her.
Lizard.
Lizard. We were pretty close to summoning her earlier, actually. I'm actually seeing there are like quite a few things. Also, Enfield is my background game now because I've done everything. Done all the Agni modes and side quests and whatnot. I like... Not gonna lie, I like know that I can do that. I just kind of don't want to. Like, I don't know. I feel like the spell is worn off for me a bit, and I'm just kind of like, I don't want to do busy work. Okay, hold on. When the World is a Song. I love it. Oh, that's weird. Man, title is buggy as fuck. I'm gonna drop the... That title should be enough for you to be able to find it. It's very gremlin, isn't it? Okay, I was about to say, I title is so buggy. Right now it's saying that it's playing a different song, but it just played this song twice. And I like didn't even realize it at first. Oh, this takes me back to a weird place mentally. What the fuck is going on? What is with my brain today? Fuck. I'm obsessed with Burnout lately. That one's pretty good. I like, hang on. I actually really liked the Burnout video games too. I've been really into another one that you posted, which is this Execution Clap. I still wish more people would make Gumi though. Like Teto's great, Miku's great, but where's my Gumi? The music for this one, or music video for this one, is so good. Love how much of a little shit she is. I don't know, guys. I almost just want to hang out. Nobody else is coming to the forefront. And I have too many options. I need to learn how to make Vocaloid stuff, but it's also a very steep slope to attempt to climb for somebody with zero stable income. That's fucking valid. Yeah. I have no idea what the overhead must be for like doing Vocaloid. Sounds like you just want to veg out. Kinda. I just don't want you guys to get bored, but I do kind of want to just like hang out. Or play Ultra Kill. I might get bored and drop it again. Maybe I'm overstimulated. Could that be what's going on? If I'm overstimulated, then I really shouldn't play Ultra Kill. But I kind of want to try anyway. You know? Funny, because we've only got more active when you went to just chatting. You're kind of right, actually. How do you treat overstimulation? Generally by de-stimulating. You know, doing calm, restful activities that don't make your brain be too active. Gonna boot Ultra Kill and then close again after 3 minutes. I might! Like, that's what I'm worried is gonna happen. Is I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna open Ultra Kill and then not open Sorcery. That's a bunch of reading. That's a bunch of reading and novelty. I'll be honest, the best way to handle overstimulation is to not be streaming. So not gonna do that. I'm not. That's not what's gonna happen because I want to hang out with you guys. I just checked Vocaloid and it's like $200. Ow, fuck. I mean, it's not, at least it's not expensive as a VTuber model. Ultra Kill, I find it zen personally. That's not what it's about, Immortal. Maybe you are neurotypical. If you've never experienced this and don't know how to deal with it, maybe you are neurotypical. Also, I forgot to comment on what you were saying about the train thing. I find it very funny. I'm autistic and I don't really care for trains. I don't understand them. I am. Maybe you are. Maybe you are. Which I would find very strange, actually, given how well we get along. But yeah, I mean, you know, under and overstimulation is a very neurodivergent thing. So that's kind of typically what you expect from being neurodivergent. And if you just like don't know anything about it, if you've like never experienced, I mean, on the other hand, you could just like not be educated on the matter and like not know what it is. That is totally a thing that can happen. It took me only in the last couple of years to kind of like figure out and understand what it felt like to be overstimulated and slowly learn how to deal with it. I'm still not like great at it, to be honest. Choo-choo Charles. Choo-choo Charles. A Vocaloid tier list ranking by you would be interesting. Ooh. I am not very educated on neurological deviances. Yes, that's true. And you know, like, learning about them can be learning more about yourself. I'm not implying anything, because I don't really have the right to, and I already talked about how I don't really want to do that with you. But like, it's possible that you could like learn from yourself. Okay, I don't know if this is just a me thing, but like I swear the best thing you can do for yourself as a break is just plump in bed face down for 15 minutes not doing anything. That kind of helps, but also it is torture for my ADHD brain that needs like constant sensory input. So what I usually do is I get into bed with a YouTube video that I have watched like 500 times, where like I know every single little thing that's gonna happen, and I just like lounge in bed, maybe having a one-to-one conversation with somebody. Because yeah, it's because when you have ADHD, boredom is torture. It's not fun, and that like distress is just kind of gonna like make it worse. So like when I'm overstimulated, I try to just honestly what I mainly try to do is slow the fuck down, which is something that I have a lot of trouble with, because I have spent my entire adult life in fight or flight. I've spent my entire adult life in fight or flight, and also most of my childhood, and also all of my teenage years. And so usually something that I have to do to remind myself is to breathe and take my time with the little things that I do. Now, that probably sounds kind of easy, it kind of sounds kind of simple, but you find a certain rhythm, and it manifests itself in a lot of different ways, like how you cross the room or go into different rooms when you're walking around, how you drink your water, how you go to the bathroom, how you brush your hair. Like, what I have learned because of like the traumatic environment that I was brought up in is I do everything, every little thing, as if at any moment somebody could come out around the corner and fucking stab me. So like, I eat as fast as I can. I drink as fast as I can. I am always like engaged and activated. And that is a really serious catalyzing agent for overstimulation, because you know, when you're in fight or flight, you take in more sensory information. You're hyper alert, you're hyper aware, which admittedly is actually a thing with autism, where you notice and process everything, which is why sensory issues can be such an issue for people who are autistic.
Oh God, it's Grumfumbulous with the steel chair. Asterisk bonk, casterisk.
I've been bonked. Okay, yeah, just chilling out and chatting with you guys is a lot better than playing a game, to be honest. I've been bonked. But yeah, like slowing down, remembering to breathe. I'm so used to treating everything I do as if I have a time limit, because there was a period of time in my life where everyone wanted my attention. Everyone needed me for something. There was always some shit I had to do, something I was falling behind on. And so I started acting like everything had to be done on a schedule. Everything had to be done as fast as humanly possible so that I could get on to the next thing. And it's just draining. It's exhausting. And I'll admit, it's a bit of a problem I specifically have as Valkyr. Like everybody together has been trying to learn how to like unlearn that and be patient with ourselves and be kind with ourselves and stuff. But it's hard, you know, because you develop these habits, and these habits really stick because a person's brain really wants to stick with the habits that they're on. I want something relaxing to listen to. Yeah, it's hard to unlearn the habits that trauma teaches you, especially when you've gone through as much as I have. 'Cause, you know, I know that probably doesn't need a whole lot of explaining. I've spoken before about how I'm pretty seriously mentally unwell. I was dealt a real shit hand. And dissociative disorders like OSDD and DID, they really only manifest in a person's brain as a reaction to trauma. That necessity to compartmentalize and restructure your brain in such a way that you are split into multiple independent fragments, that doesn't really happen on its own. That usually happens because something outside of your control that was really horrible happened to you, and then you just have to live with it for the rest of your life. Because there's no cure, there's no fixing it. Once you have these alters or parts or whatever you want to call it, they're there to stay. It's just like that from now on. Thank you. I'm not, not trying to throw a pity party here or anything. I'm not, I am medicated for for the stuff that I can't deal with in therapy, and I am in therapy for the stuff that needs to be processed. And you know, every day's a struggle. Every day is a constant fight against CPTSD and fatigue, and just trying to keep my head above water. But I do it, and it works. It's not always pretty, but you know, I get it done. I survive. And it means that because of all of this healing and self-caring I've been able to do, thank you, it means that I can hang out with you guys. And I really like that. I really like hanging out with you guys. So proud of you. Yes. Thank you. I like entertaining you guys too. And I hope that our time together is as restorative for you guys as it is for me. You, all of you, are still here, and we appreciate that. Thank you, Sawa. Everyone's kind of waking up and hearing this. I obviously like you too. Good. Continue to like me, please. I like what we got going on. And I'm glad that I can like... I'm glad that I can sit and chat with you guys like this. Like, just, you know, be able to slow down and not freak out. You know, not freak out about, like, am I being entertaining enough? Am I giving you guys an interesting, entertaining experience with whatever game or activity that you guys may want at the time? I like being able to just chill with you guys every now and then. Not that I'm gonna make a habit of it, but, you know, we obviously like you too, especially Lizzie. She needs to hear it. Lizzie is listening, but she's kind of staying hidden in the background, and I think we all know what we need to do, right? I think we know what we need to do. Lizzie, we like you. You're super fun and interesting. And your soft, silky, smooth voice is just a pleasure to listen to. My God. Lizard. What's this song?
Lizard.
I don't know, but I kind of fucks with this song.
Lizard. Lizard.
Oh, I remember this song. It's like a really old age Otakor song. Everyone walks through life together. Some of us get damaged along the way, but we hopefully find ways to pick up our pieces and keep walking. It's harder to keep walking while holding your pieces in your hands, but we're glad you got where you are. And we're here to offer an open hand when you don't have one. Thanks.
With the sacrifice, we summon the raven-haired goddess. The first, a cup of hot coffee. The second is a floofy, fat boy named Lanson. And the third is a tasty pastry. Lizzie, the infinite lizard, we summon thee.
Mufi, are you serious? What? What the fuck? I was already raven-haired gut. I see everyone's very happy. Hi. Immortal is surprisingly happy to see me. Hi, yes. We're doing summoning rituals in Twitch chat now, yes. I like to tell myself that this whole community wants to find ways to summon everyone in the chat. It just seems that I am strangely popular for some reason. Anyway, I'm having trouble processing the last thing that Jazzy said, but it was quite kind. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know. I just failed to see what makes me stand out, I guess. As, especially since you and I don't exactly have a... We don't have that much history together, not as much of a rapport. But no, raven-haired goddess is a summoning button. That was something that happened after the fact. When I had one of my sleepy switches when I slump over and almost fall asleep. That was one of those moments. It was not the raven-haired goddess thing. Congratulations, Mufi, you pinned yourself. Anyway, You have inherited a fraction of my love for Heart of the Machine, which is Yes. That's fair. Heart of the Machine is quite interesting. And so are a lot of things. I, for example, have been enjoying RimWorld quite a bit. It's just that Lane and I usually end up co-fronting when we play it because Lane also likes it a lot. And me being me, I tend to move to the back a little bit when Lane is very interested in something. When anyone else is interested in something, really. Perhaps it may have something to do with the fact that I carry a bit more of the trauma than everyone else does. And that was actually what raised my attention, was Valkyr talking about trauma things. A bit of our history. I want to say it's irresponsible, but honestly, it was a fairly intelligent idea. I've been wanting to be more open with you guys anyway, and it's part of the experience. Attaching yourself to a VTuber, getting to know them, even the stuff that isn't so pretty. And you're cool, you're wanted as a friend, and people actually like you. Nice to hear you more. We also want to get to know you more. Yes. Fair. Not that I really know where I would begin. Having this whole just chatting spotlight is a little difficult. I don't know how to deal with this. What is your favorite color? Orange. Or rather, at the very least, I really like the combination of orange and white. Sunset orange? Sunburst orange is the best, perhaps, but I do like... well, I don't really know the shade. It's some variety of neon orange. I also like reds. But we all know that Lane's favorite color is red. Crimson. I mean, well, we all like red one way or another. Red is just a very nice color. My favorite smell. Either chocolate or coffee. It's the smell of coffee that really does it for me, but I also really like chocolate. Orange cream sorbet. Orange creamsicle is alright. It's usually a little too potently sweet for me. What's your favorite faction in Galaxial? That's a tough one. Probably, honestly, probably the Nevermore Fleet. I find them to be really intriguing. And I like their whole theme of political and logistical espionage. That or Vapor, which is a organization that really hasn't seen the light of day in the game that I'm currently running. Do you want to interact with them more? Yes, they're interesting. Dark or milk chocolate? Dark. I like dark chocolate. If you really want to capture my heart, though, dark chocolate in a truffle, or dark chocolate with salt. God. Hello, Bear. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're able to make an appearance. I don't know how to handle all this attention, but I can't deny it's actually quite nice. I love dark chocolate covered things like cashews or pomegranate. I've never tried chocolate covered cashews, but we have a strange, inexplicable aversion to pomegranate, because there was the one time that we ever actually ate pomegranate. It was followed by just an inexplicable string of nausea. It wasn't even that bad. It was just a slight tummy ache even. But ever since then, we feel physically ill whenever we look at or think about pomegranate. I mean, the fruit tastes fine, though. Actually, it's quite nice. It's, you know, tart, a little bit sweet. Oh, goodness, I do not want to listen to Femtonil, or Feminem, I suppose. It's trans femme music, so it's all the same genre, regardless of what the subgenre is. I've actually never had pomegranate before. Oh, really? It's, well, it's tasty. A bit busy. Honestly, it's one of those fruits that takes a lot of effort to eat, and possibly it's too much effort. Does my music count as trans femme music? I don't know. Are you trans femme? I don't know. Should we listen to some of Sawa's music right this second? Because I must confess, I personally have not listened to any of your music. So this would be a new experience for me. And you did just post a 2-minute and 34-second song that I just now downloaded. Do I have Foobar installed? I don't, damn it. What is this? The S was to transform, not the music. Yes. Not that I'm opposed, but well. Since all you're noticing is embarrassment and not genuine shame that I may be crossing a boundary, I'm going to play it. God damn it. Fucking... Hang on a second. There we go. I had to put media player through Wavelink. I put this through the wrong channel, Risu, I'm sorry. Well. What a surprise, another banger. I know, right? Sawa, do you perhaps have somewhere online where this might be posted? I'm just unfortunately realizing this won't be in the VOD, and I want to do something about that. Oh, you know what I can do? We're probably not going to be raiding anybody today. So... I could just play it at the end of the stream on the right channel. That would work. Anyway, that was very good. I really liked it. Although, I mean, it's not exactly my thing. It's not my cup, but I can acknowledge good music when I hear it, and I like it. Valkyrie really enjoyed it. She was talking in our head about how it could be great background music for something. As for whether or not it is trans femme music, it is definitely music made by a trans femme person, which is wonderful. But it's not the genre that you usually think of when you talk about trans femme music. I'm hoping there are other people in this room who know what I'm talking about. I was going to mention Sal's streaming Requiem themselves. Damn. Well, we'll have to find another point in the stream to play it a second time, so that everyone who's watching the VOD can hear it. Maybe if I ask Rizu very, very, very nicely, we can put a little timestamp or edit in something to let people know when to listen to it. Transfem music as a term to me screams hyperflip Dariacore loud. Hyper? What are the words you just said? I'm aware of this culture myself, and I'm still confused. Because I was thinking of like femtanil and feminem and 100 gex. None of these words are in the Bible. Good. Who needs it anyway? Yes, I would have to say Sunburst Orange is probably my favorite color. Save for like a neon orange that's paired with white. I really love that color combination. I would love to wear it as much as I can, but well, never wear white in real life. I feel very underqualified that I have no idea what any of the words just said are supposed to describe. Yes. It's a transfem thing. You wouldn't understand. Hair flip. Goodness, I'm surprised I was able to carry on this long just chatting with you all. You want a villainous laugh from me. But also yes, that's true. You are very immersed in the world of music, aren't you? I did this for a decade of my life. I thought I knew genres. Well, times change very, very rapidly, especially in recent years. COVID changed everything for trans-feminine people and created an entire genre of music for them. It was a subset of hyperpop at first. Now it's who the hell knows. Lizzie saying physical motions might be my new favorite thing. Really? I don't ever know what you mean, shrug. Okay, yes. Luffy? I understand you've been waiting for this for a very long time. I hope that was good. I wouldn't say it was great myself, but it's something. It also made me feel slightly lightheaded. Thank you. Thank you, yes. She said with a nervous smirk. It may... We've been villainous, yes. It may be time for me to get another refill of tea, or at least water, because I'm feeling myself a bit dizzy from dehydration, and it hasn't even been 2 hours yet. Ay. How the hell is it that Valkyr survives? Dariacore Hyperflip is definitely a product of the past 5 years. Exactly, it's post-COVID music. Kind of changes everything. Alright. I'm going to take a small break, refill my water, and make myself more tea. And if it just so happens that we come up with more things to talk about, if it just so happens that we have more topics of conversation to have when I come back, we will continue chatting. But if not, maybe we will find something else to do. So, please take good care of yourselves. Don't go away. I certainly will not. And I will see you all very soon. Be right back. Oh, what's this? A message from Sawa. How interesting. Okay, Lizzie's gone. Now is my chance to say thank you for listening to my stuff. It's still bizarre to me that people actually enjoy it. Okay, now act like this message doesn't exist. Very well, Sawa, we will act like it doesn't exist. But we will first remind you that we very much appreciate your company. And you are an excellent musical artist. Pinning it would go too far, Mufi. That's enough teasing. Immortal's right. Self-doubt must be eradicated. You must learn to be good to yourself and appreciate the things that are good about you. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly the best at taking my own advice. And I still can't understand how I'm so well loved. Anyway, I've gotten myself something to drink. I've refilled my tea. However, I also wanted to make some ramen as well. So I have that going, and I'll have to step away in another 10 minutes or so, but that'll be for a very short time, luckily. I'm so damn hungry. Having Lane and Valkyr in charge for most of the day means that when I come back, everything is an absolute fucking shambles. It's bad. I still need to clean my face. Ugh. God damn. But I also have chatting topics I want to give, but also possible Lizzie Heart of the Machine stream. I mean, these chatting topics couldn't possibly take another hour and a half or so, could they? We could possibly have time for Heart of the Machine, especially since I am very good at not expending all of our energy in the first hour and a half the same way that Valkyr does. Just means you get to enjoy ramen and take a relaxing shower before bed. Might be a bit early for me to take a shower. I showered very recently, but Lane and Valkyr always leave a mess. It's true. Yes, take notes. Lane and Valkyr are... Valkyr is just a bundle of non-stop energy and hype and charisma. Very, very fun, very infectious, very exciting person to be around, similar to Ishtar. But does not know how to take care of themselves. And Lane was created as a coping mechanism for an unlivable reality. So Lane is an expert on dissociation and hyperfocus, which can be very useful at times. But oof. Anyway, I was just going to ask if a Villainess could be an AI. I don't see why not. It would... Well, it it would all come down to exactly how it's written. Because let's remind ourselves that what defines a villainess is someone of very high status, usually with political or economic standing, somebody who is very rich or very powerful. Do you know any? I wish. Actually, I really wish. That is a niche of villainesses that I've never seen before. Anyway, so yes, someone with status, someone who is very refined and classy, who is attractive and charming in their own way, and isn't openly, irredeemably cruel or evil. Somebody who's evil but cute about it. At the very worst, I like to think. Stardust could be a pioneer in a new villainous subgenre. You think so? PSA boiling water hot. It just kind of reminded me, I actually do need to check on my thing in a moment, don't I? Or did you just... I'm sorry, your suffering is just reminding me that I need to check on my ramen in a bit. I was boiling water for it. Anyway, the Stardust could pioneer a new villainous genre. I like that idea. As for the execution, that is the part that we have to figure out. Obviously, we can't integrate that into our brand in any way, I think. Because unless I'm an AI somehow, and then everyone starts treating me as if I was a villainess. But I think the Lore Master Valkyr brand may become a bit too complicated if we try to rebrand as a system rather than as a figure. That's something that we've been trying to process for a long time. Anyway, so... But we could certainly write it. Yes. I was thinking of writing it. And that's an excellent idea. In fact, it's such an excellent idea, I'm gonna write it down. I see more of something like the shifting mound from Slay the Princess. That is one hell of a compliment, I would like to say. I take that as a very high compliment. The shifting mound is very interesting as a character. And powerful, I may add. Okay. So, we have an AI villainess. How else are you even supposed to see Valkyrie at this... Oh my goodness, you're right. Oh! Why is it only just now occurring to me that you could refer to the shifting mound as a system?
This destruction is not...
I went to open stream on my PC because I finished and got told that video could not be loaded. What? But yeah, I suppose you're right. Seeing, I assume this was
We lost the beginning, and there seems to be no end. It's a modern...
We may be very intelligent, but I never said we weren't a dumbass. I'll admit it. You can be very smart and also be a dumbass. And this may be one of those situations where I am A very smart dumbass. I'll take the hit. I will fall on this sword. I will admit that I'm a bit of a dumbass. Smart of brain, dumb of ass. Exactly. Shifting mount is the system. Actually, you know, come to think of it, I feel like the last time we played Slay the Princess, whoever it was had the same thought, actually. So, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the dumbass. Anyway, AI Villainess. AI Villainess raises a lot of interesting questions. Could be a Unity network character. So a creature that is purely a digital consciousness. Or some kind of automata, which could imply a physical form and a digital one. Which is, of course, the ideal, if we're going to be honest. I did have an idea. Oh, wait, please let me know how robots and sapient machines are categorized in Galaxial. Oh, yes. Ads. I will happily answer this in just a moment. I think now is about the time that I should check on my ramen anyway. So I'm going to come back with my food, and then I can explain what I believe is a good explanation of sapient and non-sapient machines in the setting of Galaxial. I'll be right back. Oh my god! Oh, holy hell. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up! Oh, it's so spicy! Ow! I have the food, yes, but oh, man. This is a brand of ramen that is notoriously spicy, and I used a bit too much of the seasoning. Oh my god, these ads are endless. It's one long ad break, and then it'll go back to normal for much longer. Shin Ramen? No. Shin Ramen is fine. Shin Ramen is not spicy at all. This is Buldak Ramen. I should mention, of course, I personally don't really care for... I don't care for heat myself. It's really the others that like spicy foods. I feel like I'm embodying some kind of Japanese stereotype at the moment. Introverts and spicy food. Alright. So. Japanese, I heard Japanese. Isn't there a stereotype about whether or not you're extroverted or introverted depending on how much you like spicy food? I feel like I've heard this before. You may not have heard this before. Really? I wonder where I've heard it. But I'm all but certain I have. Anyway, so yes. Robots and sapient machines. How is the Unity network entirely digital, and what is the true difference between them and, say, an automaton with an internet connection? So, first, we need to explain a little bit as to what the Unity network actually is. It is the... It is essentially the internet, only spanning between multiple galaxies and dimensions. It's a combination of a man-made internet network and the collective unconsciousness. The collective consciousness of people. Because a staggeringly high percentage, almost everyone, is a very, very, very high percentage, 99 or so, of people who live in most areas of populated and civilized space in the 10 galaxies. They are inoculated with a... God, this spicy food is killing me. My tongue hurts. They are inoculated with a nanite colony that offers not only a significant amount of life support benefits, including limited vacuum protection and immunity to almost all organic pathogens, also provides a it's essentially how do I phrase this? It essentially builds in an organic or inorganic in a living body a rudimentary computer system that has a connection to a greater unity network. So it's kind of like you have trillions of people that all have small amounts of hard drive space and rudimentary, at least rudimentary hardware, but of course the cyberware is very common, that acts as a relay to connect to an overall cloud that has at one point been a digital landscape that was once host to that was once maintained by physical memory and hardware, but eventually at some point became an alternate plane of existence in itself. So it's become this self-sustaining engine that exists as long as people think about it and have connection to it. Which does mean that you can have purely digital beings that are effectively ghosts created by the ambient energies of this constant psychic phenomenon. And some of them never graduate beyond having a digital form, but will, sometimes survive and thrive without a physical body because there is much to be seen and done in the Unity network. It is effectively, the Unity network is if the internet became its own alternate dimension, which means that you can have beings that are native to it, and you can have beings that are transferred there, and if you are to enter the Unity network, you would leave your physical body to do so. This sounds hilariously close to the warp. A little bit. It's the warp if it wasn't run by the Chaos Gods, for one. Okay. Going in for another bite. Huh. And it's not an afterlife? No, it is not. People do not necessarily go there when they die. Because the standard metaphysics of having souls and spiritual forms still does exist. And the way this works is generally the difference between a robot or a drone or a non-sapient machine is generally a matter of processing power, because there is a certain threshold where it is considered to be popular to as a soul choose to inhabit a machine body. At least the soul of a sapient being as we understand it. Of course, animals and sentient but not sapient creatures have souls of their own, but we're talking about the souls of sapient people, otherwise known as dreamers, because this is the dream. I was about to ask if a soul was an emergent property. Something like that. Yes. What will happen is, if you have a machine body that is... This is a dramatically less interesting answer to me specifically. That's fine. This is not a purely science fiction setting. After all, it is science fantasy. So you have a machine that has a certain amount of processing power, is the ability to support sapience, and then it will be inhabited by a soul that wishes to possess said body. Of course, this all happens in the afterlife metaphysical kind of way, so the soul that does that doesn't exactly remember making that choice. So you can have robots that are simple, non-thinking drone machines, and then you can have automata, which are more advanced machine life forms that are inhabited by a soul and are treated a little bit differently. Of course, there is quite a bit of discussion with the current governing entities of most of the galaxies, being the Madcap Empire, where there was an evolution of sorts. Can an automata not form across a network of drones that individually couldn't attract one? I think I understand what you're saying. You're saying, could it be possible for a network, a flock of disparate machines working in unison as a unit, could it be possible for them to become in some way an automata? Which I would say, yes. I could see that happening. And then, of course, there comes a bit of a chicken and egg situation, where maybe by being inhabited by the metaphysics of a person, maybe this would mean that they would experience a sudden uplift in processing power as they are able to act as a unit more efficiently. Because this is something that has happened in recent years in the Madcap Empire, where they manufactured a line of machine life forms, that were known as WASP. It was the WASP factory, and then you ended up creating the WASP model, which was essentially a humanoid labor machine that slowly, as needs escalated by the Madcap Empire, as the needs escalated by the Madcap Empire, they improved upon them, and then eventually there was this big break, this significant change, where it seemed that all of a sudden wasps were developing souls, and that meant that it was a bit more complicated to treat them as a slave class. So the Madcap Empire hasn't been a fan of this exactly. I mostly think of the Rings of Saturn mining fleet. Well, which was an attempt of deploying automated drones that would coordinate together, but it ended up cancelled because they all just caught up in forming social networks. Yes, that sounds a bit right. That actually sounds similar to what I just explained, and that sounds like it would absolutely work. Sci-fi setting. It reminds me of the Geth. Yes, the Geth are actually a pretty good similarity to draw. Especially to the poor Wasp models. The devs actively include nothing that doesn't exist already. That's very interesting. However, the Council of Stardust is simply too whimsical to not incorporate a little bit of fantasy. Ah, I did it. I survived the Buldak ramen. I just pronounced it ramen. What the fuck? What have you done to me? I'm so proud of you. Thank you. It was actually delicious once I got past the pain. And now my tea doesn't look very attractive anymore. Wait, the spicy rooster ramen? Lizzie is secretly Midwestern mom? How dare you? I mean, I grew up in the Midwest, but how dare you? Spicy rooster ramen. Yes? Yes. I think that is what... I don't know what I would call it. I don't know if I would call it a rooster or a duck or what have you, but no, yes, okay, I see. Yes, it is the spicy rooster ramen. Ah, that was a nice boost of energy. My sis calls it spicy rooster ramen because she doesn't know Chinese. Excellent. Yes. It's been somewhat controversial among Stardust because some of us really like it. Some of us really don't. This iteration, though, was actually quite good. Yep, I'm not gonna play that. Okay. Stop rushing. Stop hasting. Fine. The stream. We can take our time. Valkyr needs to calm down. I got all hyped up talking about Galaxial. I'm trying to explain it in a way that makes sense. It's still it's still, how do I say this? It feels dangerous to talk about Galaxial on stream. It's very, scary. Fine, I said it. Scary. Makes sense. It does. I mean, it's, and honestly, sharing your passions can be vulnerable. It is, and I have been the strongest critic against sharing things about Galaxial on stream, because I'm not a fan of how vulnerable and how dangerous that feels. I think I've exhausted all my chat topics at the moment. That's fair. Things did quiet down a bit, didn't they? I can't promise I will go very far beyond 3 hours, but I suppose we could play a bit of Heart of the Machine. Perhaps. Now, where did I put it? Ah, yes. Let's play Heart of Chernobyl. Nahaha. Mahahaha. Oh ha 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 ha. There's a specific point you say where it benefits us to be a system. Well, I will be honest. I don't know if I could motivate the others to play this. But maybe if they can find something that they like. I don't know. Alright. Where the hell were we? We were going to establish our secret lair. Open the items menu in the slot 3. Ooh. The items menu in slot 3 of your ability bar. So do I just pick? Okay. Reuse consumable items. What the hell happened? Oh, yes. Got shot by the combat unit. A lot of mental energy, but could be fine. Okay, what are these? Okay. So, I wish I could do a little bit more planning as to where to actually put this. But I suppose somewhere towards the center feels beneficial to put our actual base, and then somewhere further. Over here feels rather enticing. But first, where are my bots? Okay, I see. I feel as though putting our base here may be a little dangerous. Speaking of mental energy, I think I'm gonna head out. I gotta decompress before bed. Have a wonderful night, Jazzy. Thank you for joining us. I hope you rest well. Alright. Damn, I really forgot how to play this game. Okay. Everything centers around the technician for now. Abandoned buildings, yes. Nomads again. I think I want to... Oh, damn it. I really do think I spent quite a bit of my mental energy earlier just with all of the chatting. Bless, thank you. I want to keep those two together. Oh, damn it. I didn't save enough mental energy to heal. I just think it may be a bad idea to... These buildings look very important to the point where it looks dangerous to place ourselves immediately next to them. But I don't exactly know that we'll be able to avoid POIs in general. And, well... we don't want to be out of range of all the POIs, either. I think maybe here. I have practically no information at all on what exactly to do. So, I don't know what's good, I don't know what's bad. So, I'm going to stick with this. Now, how do I... Ah, yes. There we go, new turn. Now we just have to find an abandoned building. And I do want to keep the combat unit near. Oh, of course, that's a POI right next to it. See the corner I want to place the nickel bots in. Actually, I have to double check something. Okay, good. Right. Fuck was that noise? How do you plan to eliminate, subjugate, or monetize humanity? It's really hard to say. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do with them yet. It depends a lot on how exactly they want to treat us. It would be nice to be diplomatic and see if they will recognize us as their own sovereign beings, but, well, if it comes down to it, we'll just have to defend ourselves. And if it just so happens that there's none of them left after we're done defending ourselves, well, that's just the way it is, isn't it? Assimilate. Eradicate. You've been watching too much Community. Assimilate is both subjugate and monetize. Maybe. I mean, assimilation doesn't have to necessarily mean subjugation. It's just that humans are horrible. Alright, we need to find an abandoned building. Will that count? It will. At least I hope it will. No, I probably should have saved for that, huh? Valkyrie has been a little bit too much of an influence on me. Would you like to know my first approach? Sure. Damn it. Alright, so we have a bit more mental energy left. In that case... An assimilation so welcome, even those who were forced to raid their arms against me became one in death. Oh. Sounds haunting and beautiful. Okay, so what the hell did that do? Murder android for registration. What? Your androids usually blend in with the androids all over the city. Your android's registration has been noted as defective, but if you take another android's registration for your own... Alright. So this is, I suppose, where the game actually starts. Chapter 1 is all about getting your basic empire started. This is part tutorial, part origin story, and part adventure. There are a variety of ways to go off the beaten path if you wish. To complete, the core path is always up here in the upper right corner in the task Zach, oh goodness. Oh, that spicy ramen is doing something to my stomach. As noted, you can branch out into side activities as you wish. Yes, I'm hiccuping. Whatever humans think about your activities, it's time to start building things. Get your slurry spiders and micro-builder minifabs out first, since you can't afford to build everything in a single turn. Open the build menu in the bottom right corner in the screen above the radial menu and get to work. Construction is low stress. Don't worry too much about the exact position of most buildings. You won't be penalized later for placing them wrong. Okay. Build mode. Slurry spiders. Deploys tiny mechanical spiders to make elemental slurry from materials scavenged from the environment. Product is instantaneously transported to storage. These can be placed anywhere at any density with no ill effect. These are picking up trash and debris at a scale that is small enough to not deplete the local area. Intriguing. And so, need 4 of those. Now, how do I actually build them? Menuing is strange. These are all the lenses. Damn, it's been too long since we last played this. Okay, what's highlighted when we... Nothing. Okay, excellent. Okay, so where is the actual base again? Oh, good. Yes, there we go. Only makes sense to put it nearby. Now, what resources am I actually spending for this? I suppose I'm dedicating them, and then I need to come up with the... I need to come up with the elemental slurry in order to actually do it. So... I suppose I could just indicate them now. Elemental slurry and microbuilders are equivalent of wood and stone, yes. And then, oh, you just right-click anything anywhere in order to... Oh, look at that! They disguise themselves as plants. I don't exactly know what this cost resource-wise. I suppose that is the answer, isn't it? So I need more... energy. Yes, and that makes sense. They're looking for wind generators. Interesting. Can I just construct these at any range? How do you disguise a wind turbine in a skyscraper? Interesting. Alright, what else do you want from me? Storage bunkers. Of course, storage. make that out of the shells of buildings. We'll do those. They aren't traditional wind turbines. Have you seen them? No. I don't see what... I suppose you're talking about the icon? Closer to a jet engine and flow, given these function of the Venturi effect. Interesting. Okay, so what? We're under attack? We're under attack. Right, they're attacking the decoy tower. Shite. Okay. Lots of things to do. Lots of things to read, lots of things to learn. Alright, what are internal robotics? All structures you build are robotic, requiring minor automations and automatons inside themselves to do their work. Different jobs can use the same kind of internal robotics, but there is a global cap on the number of a given type of robotics type that can be deployed. A good example is scanners versus repair spiders. Both require 18cm spiders for their internal robotics, but repair spiders takes 10 per structure and scanners takes 15 per structure. How you choose to allocate where your internal robotics are used determines what the capabilities you have. Sure. This is not a good time for Velke to be co-fronting. She's very confused. How do I get more internal robotics? They come in each type. 8cm crabs, 12cm crabs, for example, are upgraded separately. You gain upgrades by completing projects. Throughout Chapter 1, you mostly have to work with what you have. From Chapter 2 onward, you'll be able to do side content to get more of what you want. If you want to build a new structure but are already using all of the internal robotics for it, look at the bottom of the build sidebar. Drop-down allows you to filter only the jobs that use specific internal robotics. Is that so? Ah, yes. Okay. Check if there are any you are willing to demolish. As your priorities change, you may need to reprioritize robotics allocations to make room for new processes, such as destroying scanners to make way for more repair spiders. Right. Feeling uncomfortable is natural. You may occasionally feel like you must be doing something wrong just because everything is different. Remember, you're not exactly thinking like a human here. Everything is seen through the lens of a non-human intelligence, and it may or may not take a bit of time to adapt. Be kind to yourself. Having your perspective shift over time is part of the experience, and you're not doing anything wrong if certain things don't click immediately. You're unlikely to lose or fail during this period of adjustment. Good, because I understand nothing. Humans are approaching. We have a new realization. From the look of things, there are two distinct groups of them so far. One of them is hostile, and the other is curious. Since your tower isn't exactly subtle, you'll have to do something to keep the humans away from it. It's time to deal with them. Your time as a fugitive is over. Your role within the city will always be a shadowy one unless you become overwhelmingly powerful. In the meantime, the humans know something strange and new is happening. From now on, you'll have to interact with humans to get much done. But you don't have to tell them what you are. Oh god, they're going to get the drop on us. Our Nickelbots are not ready. Not that I exactly want to fight with Nickelbots. Combat power 64. There's 211. This is going to be very one-sided if I don't give them some more support. We do have room for more forces. Oh, thank you for the egg. But I definitely like to think that this is probably the most urgent thing to deal with at the moment. And the combat unit is very far away. We may have to recruit to get this done. Right. Well, there is nothing that we can do at the moment. Although we could use our one mental energy to move. Well done. Warning, no decoy tower. They... What? They destroyed it instantly. Okay. Interesting. Building's damaged, need more spiders. The idea of sending androids to fix every little thing that gets broken makes you want to hurt people. But let's not do it that way. The spider drones you can use to surveil the city can also be used for repairs. Just keep them in separate dig sites so each group knows what it's supposed to do. You'll find these in the support category. Install repair spiders near other structures, not just right now, but in general. They can also be used to keep your androids and other units alive. It's expensive, so building up some extra storage for elemental slurry might be wise. Right. So... So, without a decoy tower... While you are without a decoy tower, your contraband jammers will not work, and all your hidden structures lose 20% of their hiddenness every turn the humans are looking for you. But how do I make the decoy tower now? I can't I? Oh, this is all very... Check the construction menu. Oh yeah! Look at that. Oh, that's very easy. Thank you. I suppose we should keep it somewhere that it is decently defensible. So, if we can just flash down a decoy tower whenever we need it, well, costly to do repeatedly, but not at the moment. So, actual base is there. Let's try here. Blocked by residential. What do you want from me then? Oh, I can just put it wherever I want now. Okay, that's different. So let's what am I doing wrong? I was just reading about reinforcing the decoy tower, but now I don't know how to do it. Whatever, I'm not going to dwell on it. So we need more micro builders, I guess. Soundtrack is super chill and I love it. Yes. It certainly is. Okay, I destroyed that. What do I get back for it? Nothing? Okay. Other than electricity, I suppose. You wouldn't expect dynamic music in a turn-based game. You certainly wouldn't. It was aggressive when we were in combat. Oh, right. I think it may... I think it may be time for you to die for the cause, lowly young Nickelbot. You served us well. Oh, who am I kidding? You're me, anyway. You're just another one of my bodies. So... I don't have to feel guilty. Casually throwing away his life. Uprising. Again, it's not his life, it's mine. It's part of my life. So... You can customize how complex various parts of the game are. Would you like to do that now? I like to think that if I am myself completely, then I wouldn't have nearly as much trouble with this game. But it has been a long time since we last played it, and it's difficult. So, can I not use this technician unit to reinforce the decoy tower as the game was just telling me? Or am I just not doing it right? Because I feel like I'm not doing it right. Chunk was his own man. Who's Chunk? You can use the tech to repair buildings, not reinforce them? Reinforcing is nothing. Huh. Chunk is the Nickelbot? No, Chunk is... The Nickelbot doesn't have a name. The Nickelbot is me. Structures have a set health limit. Fair enough. So I guess I'm not reinforcing them. I'm just... You may have misinterpreted. I guess. So, okay, I want to see microbuilders ranging in scale from 0.5 millimeter to 2 millimeters in size. They follow instructions for repair or construction. Each individual unit of this resource is several billion actual microbuilders, about 12 cubic meters in volume. Microbuilders need elemental slurry before they start work, and they immediately expire after completing work. This is a safety measure. Microbuilders have been known to threaten and melt down parts of the environment to get elemental slurry when they run dry. Income, job, stealth microbuilder, minifab. Right. So, okay, those create microbuilders. We are having issues with microbuilders. Certainly does not feel like we have enough. We also want to recruit a few more combat bots so that we can try and protect the decoy tower a bit. This is going to be very costly to keep replacing it. So, let's see. Where did I put the other minifabs? Is that these? I think so. Yes. Oh, that's the most that I can place. Interesting. Is there a reason why? Okay, here we go. Pain. Right, we're out of Microforge internal robotics. Okay, that makes sense. I'm figuring it out. I'm not going to worry about network range and whatever all of that nonsense is just yet. Okay. So, where are my other bodies? They had icons before, now they don't, and that's going to make it hard to keep track of them. It's because I have... Yes, that's why I had the wrong lens on. Street sense, please. There we go. I will take another combat unit, please. Right. Okay. Slowly starting to get the hang of this. Inspect mode. Your view can get cluttered once you have a lot of units. In some lenses, like contemplations, the icons of your units are therefore not shown. Hold control to show your unit's icons on these lenses. Okay. Other lenses, like versatile, hold control to hide them temporarily. On lenses where unit icons are hidden by default, you can invert this behavior via one of the filters. Yes. Whatever. There goes one of my bodies. But that's fine. That frees up more bandwidth, actually. Technician so far still has the highest cognition, so... Can I force conversation from here? Okay, never mind. Can't be forced. A moment. Probably because they want to talk to me. Please let go of this command. I swear to God. There we go. The executive stares at your android with a slight smile. He notes that Vorsiber upper management is impressed with how stealthy you've decided to be. That has raised their hopes for you. You are, after all, the first of your kind. I don't like either of these answers, really. But I'm going to assume that they're not stupid and that trying to let them underestimate me is my layer that obvious? The executive laughs. He says your subterfuge will work on everyone else, including most of Vorspur itself. Upper management has a special knack for omniscience. He's quite certain no one else realizes what you're doing. That is irritating, but not as bad as you feared. Say nothing. He says you needn't fear the Fed Corps unless you act out. Vorsiber management has already had a talk with them, laying out some ground rules. This executive here is here to do the same with you. He encourages you to see what sort of magic you can cook up. Skulking around the shadows is beneath you, but if it helps you feel smart, go ahead. He asks if you release yourself as a worthy adversary to Vorsiber. It doesn't matter. Vorsiber management expects you to be a golden goose, produce technology of some sort, break the stagnation, give them something they can trade to the space nations for a ticket off this dying rock. You decide not to comment for now. Meeting's over. Ugh. Assume you have many thoughts. It's annoying that they managed to figure it out so easily. But it doesn't matter. They can believe whatever they want, and they can arrogantly allow me to do whatever I want until they think it doesn't suit them, and then I'm going to sweep the legs out from under them. My plan, anyway. Alright, so we're in Street Sense. I want to look at side tasks. Let's see. Criminal syndicates stash both anonymous wealth chits and stolen goods in their hidden warehouses. Grabbing wealth chits should be straightforward. What is that going to do for us? Apartment fire. Firefighters are putting out a minor apartment blaze. Thick concrete and aluminum walls make the risk of spreading to neighboring tenements rather low. Interesting. Religious study. Well, can't do that yet. Nowhere near enough cognition. So many possible things. Let's see. Damn, this music is good. Oh, wow. I don't have Shadow Dweller, and I don't know what determination is, so never mind. Alright. What happened to... Where did I put the decoy tower? There it is. Wasn't displaying. Interesting. Okay. Back to Street Sense. What's this dialogue that's available? Right. I don't have enough mental energy to do that, though. I hope you'll be alive on the next turn. I don't even remember how to end my turn. Oh my god. There it is. Still alive. Alright, well, the cognition has the highest... The technician has the highest cognition. So, what is this? Kill at least one human for no reason, which gives you 1 to 5 mental energy back. Your increase in mental energy suggests you find the experience disturbingly stimulating. Can only be done once every few turns. Just because they thought you would doesn't mean you should. They may be psychotic, but they are only humans after all. That's hilarious. Oh, there's quite a lot of people to talk to here. Interesting. Oh, but if I go over there... If I go there, they are absolutely going to fight me. And it would take 4 mental energy to get there. I want to take this carefully. And definitely not move with my... Don't worry about chasing after homeless. Fair, I suppose. They will congregate around your structures. Oh, excellent. So they'll just come to me. I'm going to help them put out the fire. Seems unlikely to benefit you, but what the heck, you're here. Maybe the fire will spread if there's no one around to stop them down. I'm going to help. Although the music changed, so now I'm a little concerned. We have gained quite a bit in resources, so maybe we could start expanding again. Oh, Rizu. Welcome back. Is that you telling me I should end stream? There isn't exactly a reason to not have as many slurry spices as possible. That is wonderful news. Oh, I also want to put all of those there. How am I to know? There we go. So I have a total of 50. Using 20 is fine, I suppose. Egg. Is that you telling me to unstream egg? Yes, she's She's very sleepy and being a bean. I know what she's like when she's like this. I believe you can double repair spiders. You wish to improve repair speeds from a spider, you need to... okay. I'm assuming you're backseating me about placing 2 repair spiders in the same spot instead of just 1. I told you. What? Immortal, you need to ease off the fucking gas a little bit, if you don't mind. There. Are you happy? Now stop. God damn. Don't care. Whatever your thoughts are on this, I do not care. I am learning the game. Allow me to do so, including making mistakes. There is a reason I have a no backseating rule. But we still have a lot of mental energy we can use for actions. Just that there isn't a lot that we can necessarily do. Recruit, I suppose. Whatever. I'm going to loot junk. I don't know what that does for me, but I did it. Right, that's all my forces. Including who I have selected. No, don't loot my junk. It's too late. Mine. I have it all now. I'm gonna put myself in a position to steal this vehicle. The idea of a super intelligence committing home burglary is always funny, yes. I love it from the perspective of... I'm going to need the game to stop that right this fucking second. Alright, what happened? But yes, I love... That was strange. Oh, I mean, it was just part of the soundtrack. It just happened to be terrible. The horrible noise that struck all of us very deeply, yeah, that was part of the soundtrack. Was I'm assuming it was a composition choice. Anyway, the homeless individual explains they are curious about what is happening. Your tower frightens them, but it could represent a new beginning. No one is homeless by choice. Whatever their social status, they've lost it all. Choose between the two major paths of Chapter 1. This has no effect on your options in Chapter 2 and onward, but is a massive divergence for the rest of Chapter 1. Oh my god. Out of the way but not hurt, or you'll solve it with fire. Their tents in particular are everywhere. The problem is, the humans don't have anywhere else to go. New people are constantly losing their homes. Knocking down these tents or scaring them away are not practical long-term solutions. It's true. The most efficient solution is to pack them up into a smaller pace, like apartments. The irony of this reversal is not lost on you, but you want the space, and there might be some secondary benefits. You can start by making housing available. Yes, fuck anti-homeless architecture. What's your personality? You're new to being a person, and your personality is still developing. From now on, some of your actions will generate points that reflect your nature. Compassion, apathy, cruelty, determination, wisdom, and creativity. You can see them on the Strategic Resources tab of your inventory screen. These points are primarily based on which project outcomes you choose. You can spend these points as part of making other choices or to power some special abilities. These are a strategic resource, which makes them a lot more precious and finite than most resources, but you shouldn't shy away from using them. If you get too low on one of these personality resources to do something you really want, then from Chapter 2 onwards, you can always explore a bit along a different path to get back on track. Interesting. Game is really cool. I agree, it is very cool, but it has a very steep learning curves for someone who is trying to learn it in front of an audience in a very short period of time. And while I am being watched play it by an expert who is apparently very critical of what choices I make when I'm trying to learn the game. Something that I find has harmed my experience a bit. I'm an optimizer by nature, sorry. Alright. I understand. It is part of your personality, it is part of your nature, but I would appreciate just a bit more grace when it comes to making suboptimal choices, because I barely understand how anything works, and I just want to take actions. I want to be able to take actions and then learn later on along the path whether or not they were good ones or bad ones. I am not going to learn how to play this game by staring at the screen and asking questions to myself as to what the hell it is I'm supposed to be doing. I need to just move, as Valky would say. So that is what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do, and I would appreciate a little bit of space to do so. Anyway, tent elimination. Right, okay, I'm just selecting this as a target. I'm going to provide more because, well, these are nice humans and they deserve it. But what do I do from here? For some reason this song always feels like it's trying to resolve into Claire de Lune. Interesting. Okay. So I can just spontaneously manifest apartments. Excellent. Ah, damn, I'm out of micro builders. I understand what they said, what they meant when they said have to end your turn quite a lot. With enough mental energy, all is possible. What does that mean? Are you saying that I can somehow use mental energy to assist with my resource problems? God, say. Yes, I would have found that to be quite strange if you had said something like that. This boosting. What the hell is boosting? I need a certain amount of skill to boost it. What does that mean? To just make it build faster? I suppose. Yeah, look at that. Well, good thing I have the technician nearby. I'm paranoid about keeping them on anything other than a building. Okay, and we don't have enough microbuilders to continue, so we're going to have to do this gradually. It can solve any building and combat issues if you're willing to spend enough. Again, game combats get downright silly with how much you push single units by the energized skill. That sounds real. Ugh, I can feel myself slipping. It looks as though it may be time to call it a night. But I want to examine if there's anything else we can do first. Cultic things. Unlocking homes. Or unlocked homes for looting, I suppose. Okay. So these are for... Interesting. Registrations. Okay. That turn is ended. We have more micro builders. So... let's place down a couple more apartment buildings. I once had a humble Nickelbot take out a mech due to very poorly planned troop movements. That's interesting. Okay. I was looking at this project. You've been probing the flying delivery craft for exploits for a while. One just pinged. Using street sense, you can commandeer a delivery craft of your own. What is it good for? Probably not much, but you sure are curious. I love how, despite being mechanical sentience and everything, you're still so human. Yeah, I did it. I stole a vehicle. It's a transport. It functions as a transport. Oh my sweet god. Oh, that's glorious. Oh, interesting. It has a minimum movement range too. Or maybe it's just trajectory placement. Oh yes, clearance, duh. Who the fuck is that? Kind-hearted human who helps homeless citizens move into your apartment housing. How kind. They must be protected with everything we have. Oh damn, already? Wait, already? Oh, I suppose I made far too many apartments. Oops. Well. Oops. Okay. In any case, it has been a very late night. It has been a very late night. About 3.5 hours. Later than usual. I think now is a good time. Because Valkyrie spent so much energy earlier. Ugh. Tired. And also just getting the stress and blusterment and frustration from earlier just drained more mental energy, and I just need to go rest. So, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me, as usual, and I suppose thank you as well for summoning me. And everyone have a great night, and please be well to yourself and others. Until I see you next. And I eagerly await you all in the next one. Have a great night now. Ciao, ciao.